Let's start with a smile. Imagine walking into your favorite cafe, ordering coffee, and paying with, well, 1,000,000 BTT tokens. Sounds fancy, right? But here's the twist. At today's price of $0.00000005841 USD, your barista might still roll their eyes and ask for a few more million. That's the playful charm of BitTorrent token. It's small, cheeky, and somehow always manages to sneak into market conversations. Price so small it feels like a joke. Today, BTT trades at $0.000005841 USD, 6 decimal places deep. It's the kind of number you'd expect to see on your calculator if your cat accidentally stepped on it. And yet, behind this microscopic figure hides one of the world's biggest digital ecosystems, BitTorrent itself. This is where the humor kicks in. At this price, 1 BTT costs less than a grain of rice at your local shop. A single dollar can fetch you millions of tokens, literally enough to brag about being a billionaire. At least in BTT terms. Holding BTT feels like carrying confetti. Light, colorful, and maybe, just maybe, useful at the right party. Market mood. Between daydreams and doubts, crypto investors are split in two camps. The dreamers. They look at BitTorrent's massive global user base and whisper, if only a fraction adopts BTT, we're all rich. The skeptics. They laugh and say, with a supply this huge, good luck hitting even 1 cent. It's the classic clash that makes BTT such an entertaining watch. You'll find Telegram groups full of hopefuls promising Lamborghinis, and Reddit threads where cynics compare BTT to buying sand and waiting for diamonds. Short-term prediction. Tomorrow's soap opera episode. If today's number is $0.000005841, what's tomorrow's likely headline? Not a blockbuster, but movement matters. If sentiment turns positive, BTT might stretch its legs toward $0.000000061. If the bears growl, it could retreat back near $0.000000058. Tiny moves, yes, but when your coin lives in decimal land, even microscopic changes feel dramatic. Think of it like betting on snail races, slow, tiny, but thrilling when you care enough. Long-term outlook, the marathon question. Can BTT escape its decimal prison? That's the million-dollar question, or in this case, the million-token question. BitTorrent is not just any project. It's a household name in file sharing. Over 100 million people still use BitTorrent technology worldwide. If even a small slice of those users begins transacting in BTT, demand could rise like popcorn in a hot pan. Optimists predict a slow grind upward, maybe toward $0.0000012, $0.0000020 during a bullish cycle. Not moon levels, but enough to double or triple current prices. Skeptics argue the supply mountain is just too tall. With hundreds of billions of tokens out there, they believe price leaps will be limited. Their favorite joke? BTT will hit $1 the day pigeons start driving Teslas. Why BTT still gets headlines. Despite its low price, BTT remains in the news because it's tied to an existing global product, not just hype. Its parent company, Tron, has deep crypto connections. Traders love the lottery ticket effect. Buy cheap, hold huge, hope for magic. It's like the penny stock of crypto. Dismissed by many, adored by some, and always good for conversation. The fun of holding BTT. There's comedy in watching your BTT wallet. Imagine buying billions of tokens, staring at your screen, and realizing the total value still can't buy a pizza. That's the cruel but funny math of microcoins. But here's the flip side. What if one day it can buy a pizza, or a fridge, or a vacation? That's the fantasy keeping investors hooked. Crypto, after all, is part market, part entertainment, and part collective daydream. Community voices, the gossip section. If crypto were a tabloid, BTT would always get a column. Investor claims BTT will fund his retirement. Ignores wife's raised eyebrow. Twitter user celebrates buying 1 billion tokens. Still can't afford lunch. Will tomorrow's stage bring a louder line? Odds suggest yes, even if it's only by a cent. But in crypto, sometimes a cent is all it takes to change the script. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you for watching.